Easy peasy. Question number 20. I didn't even read this sentence, right? Because you have another verb-based question and you got to think of the tasm, right? The spasm tasm. And so here, right, a document that blank. And so this verb goes back to what? It goes back to that. And that is a pronoun for what? It's a pronoun for document. So the document have, no. Document were, no. Outlines, outline, outlines. Answer is C. C for banana. Number 21. 21. So the apostrophe, right? Lots of apostrophes here. So I'll slap down some apostrophe rules. First of all, to use the apostrophe correctly most of the time, and I tell you about 99% of the time on the exam, it needs to come before a noun. An apostrophe represents ownership. So you have to show us what is being owned, right? So that's why I tell my students apostrophe S or S apostrophe plus a noun usually is correct. Another thing I want you to recognize is that you cannot have two nouns together. And so I'd say this because answer C. You have a noun and a noun. So two nouns together is incorrect. Usually you would need to separate them with an apostrophe, with a colon, with a dash maybe, something to separate the two, or change the form completely with an ing. Number 3, I want you guys to recognize as well, 99% of the time, the double apostrophe is incorrect, right? Usually that's incorrect as well. So stay away from those. So here, right, people's stories, I mean, answer B doesn't really make much sense. So here we're going to say beautiful people. Answer A, people's stories. The people own the stories. So remember these rules. Remember that with apostrophes, you have apostrophe S or S apostrophe plus a noun, check. Or you have a double noun, this is wrong, or double apostrophe is wrong. And I say this because this will appear as answer choices. Indeed, sir. The tasm, spasm, tasm. Let's check tense, right? Let's check tense. And if you're going into the paragraph in 1967, the paragraph shows us it has begun with the past tense form. And then if you continue going through, the paragraph was originally made, right? If you continue reading by the end of the 90s. So all of this information tells me, ASM tells me we need the past. And so by doing that, C, D, A, eliminación, you're left with the answer B. Because we need past tense verb, A is in the present tense. Now, for my international peeps, okay, has double, don't be tricked by the participle form. Has is the one that dictates whether or not this verb is in the past, present, or future. So has is in the present, so the verb is in the present. That's number 1. And another thing I wanted to tell you guys about, by the end of the 1990s, and so this, when you have by plus time, so by the 90s, by the end of this, by the end of that, no matter what, you need the past perfect form. It's another thing I want you guys to recognize and realize. And that's why also we say answer B. B for brochet. Look at this, another verb question. Oh my, oh me, oh my. So it seems like verbs carry a lot of weight in module 2A at least, right? 1950s, right? Make vicar was, or vicar, no. If you continue reading any other verbs, right? They advised him. And so if you go to the next sentence, there's no shift in tense, right? It doesn't tell us maybe now in the present or today, or there's no shift in the tense. So we can assume that, we're continuing, right? In addition, gives a second idea to the previous one. So my TASM, right, tells me the tense is in the past. And so you won't say B, right? Because B is in the present form. So you're left with answer A, C, and D. And agreement is not an issue with past tense form. Another thing in the TASM system is simple form. And so A would take precedence, but we need to check meaning just in case. And so had suggested, right? So do we have anything that says by plus time? I don't see or anything meaning that, so I won't say C. And D, usually ing verbs are a no-go.